Welcome to the Britil Growth Podcast, your home for business mentoring, as well as executive coaching for business owners, executives, or maybe you're new to the business world or have a new business idea, and that's totally okay. Keep listening for strategies, ideas, and tips to help you groom and guide your business in an ever-changing marketplace, and for discussion on issues like marketing, finance, contracting, and technology. And now, your Britil Podcast host, Terrence Brown.
Hey everybody, you are listening to the Britil Growth Broadcast, Episode 1. And if this is your first time listening, then thank you. My name is Terrence Brown, and to learn more about me, please visit Britil.com under the About tab. Today we are launching the Growth Broadcast, and right off the bat we're starting with a very simple question entitled, "What is your business strategy?" The Growth Broadcast is produced every Wednesday for your enjoyment, and show notes are found at the Britil.com broadcast. Come back often and feel free to add the broadcast to your favorite RSS feed or iTunes feed. You can also follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Britil1. All of these links are also in the show notes on the website. So let's get into the show. How do we define business strategy? Over the last 20 plus years, I have worked with and evaluated over 100 companies on their strategy across a number of industries, and most often, these business owners can't answer this simple question. Rather, they talk about what they're capable of doing, their capabilities. You know how many times I had to explain and adjust business owners and managers' thinking into strategy and solutions rather than capabilities? So let's start by just defining business strategy. Simply, a business strategy is the means by which it's set out to achieve its desired ends, objectives, or goals. I often add more to this definition. The strategy needs to be clear, focused, and well-defined. Though strategy can take many forms, I believe that strategy is better when it is simply delivered in 3 phases. I often guide managers that it is a well-defined process, a focus on accountability, yielding clear results. If you have any questions on this topic, please let me know by emailing me at info@britil.com, tweet me at Britil1, or comment on the website at britil.com/blog. Now let's get back to break down business strategy phases. Phase 1, the well-defined process. This focus on a well-defined process must comprise a series of methods for what can be best defined as intelligence gathering and analysis. Some of the outputs during this phase can include the following: interviews that are both internal and external, document reviews where you're reviewing plans and business goals and mission, and as well as business strategies that are current, as well as conducting surveys at the company, as well as studies both internal or external. Depending on the particular engagement and or company, the process phase can be quite comprehensive in order to develop this strategic direction. In addition, this process phase can take days, weeks, or months, depending on the complexity of the business and the overall need. A focus on accountability, which involves both the business and the engagement team or consultant as well. I like to emphasize more of a partnership type of involvement to help guide businesses where we strategically move in a direction together, mutually agreed upon and defined by goals and plans and action items. Outputs that can include the following. Again, the development of action items that are both internal and external, the development of action plans, as well as creating what they call a strategy brief, encompassing some simple concepts, namely, where are we now? How are we going to get there? Where are we going? And how are we going to measure our progress? And these are often done through a series of checklists or forms to ensure that level of accountability. The accountability phase can take weeks or months, and depending on the complexity of the business and the overall need, even years. Phase 3, results. This focus on a results-driven strategic process is key to a successful business strategy. The implementation of the strategy must focus on yielding the desired outcomes based on performance management and measurements. Like I said, these phases can take months, years, or even several years, depending on that complexity of the business that I keep talking about, and the overall need, if it's a program or a project. Some of these outputs can be the following: a business case, a critical success factors, an analysis documentation, which is normally, either in a paper or a digital format involving spreadsheets. The results phase can be wide-ranging, and the key is that these results are here to ensure business satisfaction. Next is not a phase, but is equally important, and it's the continuous monitoring and updating of each of these phases, each goal, each action item, to ensure that the strategic initiatives remain fresh and current. We know that external factors, competitors, and changing capabilities can also affect the strategic direction. So this monitoring is vital to true business strategy success. A quote that is important to me that I want to share is from Charles Handy, who wrote a book, I think it was in 1994, called The Age of Paradox. The quote is, "The paradox of success occurs because when we recognize the need to change before we have to change." I say this quote because I have found that often businesses do not recognize the need until it's too late. And they are forced to either sell for a whole lot less money, or they're forced to make changes rather than plan, prepare, and develop business strategies for success. And that's the show. Thank you for listening. As I said before, the Growth Podcast comes out each week on Wednesday. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel to email me at info@britil.com or tweet me at Britil1. Until next time, take care.
Thanks for listening to the Britil Growth Podcast with Terrence Brown. Join us next time for more tips on growing, grooming, and guiding your business. For past podcasts and blogs, or to learn more about the services we offer, please visit Britil.com.